I'm a voice talent, you can probably guess, with the microphone and soundproofing. And over the past month or so, I've really struggled with my sinuses in the audition process, when I have work. It's been very stressful wondering how's my voice going to sound when I have a job. And I wasn't sure, is this what allergies are like this time of year in Florida, or do I have a mold problem in my home? And that's why I called Dan.
So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to walk the house with an infrared camera and a moisture meter and see if I can find any active mold or moisture issues. So moisture holds temperature at a cooler temperature, so it's easier to detect, and then I confirm it with a moisture meter. But for example, this is how sensitive it is and how quick it works. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Some blue areas, but that's only because the temperature difference will show these up. And then I'm going to take another walk around without the infrared camera, and I'm going to be looking for more obvious signs of moisture. You're bone dry under here.
Good.
Because there was an area right here that was showing that it was a little bit different in temperature.
Okay, that's okay.
The ceramic tile reflects heat and coolness, so there's no way to tell whether there's a moisture issue behind ceramic tile.
Yeah.
But maybe you can take a look down here.
Okay.
See, this is where the supply system is for the tub.
Gross.
They've replaced the supplies with copper, and they still do have some galvanized back there. But the interesting thing that I always find is
what is that? Ew!
how contractors like to clean up after themselves.
Nasty.
I'm not seeing any evidence of an abundance of mold, but there is a little bit of mold if you look up underneath here, underneath this drawer. You see how that little white powdery stuff is? That's a mold, one of the molds. So one of the other things that I always look for, especially when there's a woman in the house, is at her purses and her shoes.
Oh, okay.
Because leather, especially in the closets, that seems to be in the closets.
Really?
Leather attracts mold like crazy because it's an organic material.
I'll be darned.
And once the relative humidity goes up in a closet, it generally stays there because the door is closed and there's no air circulation.
So when you look under the bed, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for mold. Like, see, here's some dust, which could turn into mold.
Oh, really?
Well, if that dust is an organic material, which is a food source. And mold needs three things. It needs a surface to grow on, it needs moisture, and it needs a food source. And dust is a perfect food source because it consists of skin particles, bug particles, and any other cotton particles, anything else that's floating in the air. I wouldn't say it's high.
My humidity?
The humidity level between 30 and 50 is great.
Oh.
Florida, it's a little difficult to stay below 50.
Okay.
It is a little bit drier outside today, and your air conditioning system's not working.
So I'd like to get it in between 30 and 50.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Canister, and what's inside the canister is a laboratory slide. The air passes through here, captures the particles in the air on the laboratory slide, so that the lab can analyze it and tell us what kind of mold spores are in the air and the quantity because of the flow rate and the timing.
Okay.
We're outside now. I'm going to take a control sample, and what the control sample is it's a base control to have an evaluation from our interior samples to the outside to tell us if the interior samples are elevated or not.